Welcome everyone. This episode is meant to convey an impression of the ideal menswear of the 1920s in Germany and the US. Again, we will be talking less about details and more about concepts and ideas. Now you might think that my focus on the United States and Germany might be an odd combination, but actually there's an historical connection. So stay put to find out. I'm a big fan of the early 1920s men's fashion, so let's have a look at the distinct features of this era. Early 1920s men's fashion is sometimes considered feminine. This is because the silhouettes seem that way from today's perspective. They are very tall and slim, and the upper body usually forms a long hourglass. Hardly any man is built like this. I consider myself tall and slim, and I try to recreate some illustrations, but I have not quite succeeded. Anyway, the shoulders are as wide as the hip, no more. Due to the idea of an hourglass, the closing button is placed a lot higher than today. Generally speaking, the waistline of the clothes corresponds to the natural waist. This also leads to an aesthetic concept with short waistcoats and high-waisted trousers, which meet on this natural waistline. This is a big difference to the more V-shaped silhouettes of later decades and even today. The shoulders are wider than the hip and the waistline is very low. The V silhouette corresponds more to a mesomorphic and thus considered more masculine figure. The 1920s trouser cut is very flattering because your legs appear longer. The ladies of today know that and dress accordingly. Most guys, however, seem to oppose high-waisted trousers and tend to sport a very unflattering silhouette. Back to topic. Style and fashion are closely linked to proportions in general, and these are the two important measures of the early 20s. To sum it up again, first, equal shoulder and hip width, and two, natural waistline resulting in a slim hourglass upper body. It's just tea, I swear. When you browse German tailoring magazines of the time, you will find one term a lot. Flott. Flott is German and means dashing. Clear lines, which you also see in the choice of starched, detachable collars, like my beloved Spearpoint collar. Also, the cuts are slim but not tight. A clean shave is quite dashing too, which I am lacking because I'm so much in love with my chin beard. Sorry. While focusing on functions and occasions in the UK, or emphasizing sprezzatura in Italy, I personally consider this concept of dashing clothes as the leading principle in Germany and the US. But why the US now? My claim is that there is a strong fashion-related connection between Germany and the United States around the 1920s. My theory is as follows, and you might fight me for it in the comment section. But first, for something completely different. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate the support. Thanks. Where were we? Ah yes, the connection between men's fashion of the 1920s in Germany and the USA. The most notable link is named Josef Christian Leyendecker. Yes, J.C. Leyendecker was born in Montabaur in the beautiful state of Rheinland-Pfalz, Deutschland. He emigrated to the United States at the age of 8 and later became one of the most well-known illustrators of his time, making 332 covers of the famous Saturday Evening Post. He also invented the arrow collar man. For me personally, Leyendecker's work is the embodiment of the word dashing and an important anchor point for my personal style. Leyendecker did a lot of illustrations for Kuppenheimer as well, which is a men's clothing manufacturing founded in Chicago. The founder himself, Bernhard Kuppenheimer, was born in, you might have guessed it, yes, in Germany, in Kuppenheim in the state of Baden-Württemberg. Kuppenheim in turn was purchased in the 1980s by Hart, Schaffner und Marx, now known as Hart Marx. This company was founded in 1887 by the brothers Harry and Max Hart. However, Hart is just the anglicized version of Herz. They were born in Appelsheim, Rheinland-Pfalz, Deutschland. When you continue to research this topic, you might also stumble upon Levi Strauss, who was also a German immigrant. I'm sure that there are even more fashion-related German-American immigrant stories like this, but I think the ones I named shall suffice to prove my point. And that's it for this episode. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon. Raphael Schneider von der Gentleman's Gazette hätte ich natürlich auch noch nennen können, wenn ich mich nicht auf die 1920er eingeschränkt hätte. Naja, nächstes Mal.